How's it going, guys? Central Coast Disc Golf and Dynamic Discs are bringing you some more disc golf action. As always, Dynamic Discs is sponsoring a Dymax giveaway, so make sure to comment and like to be entered to win. And with that, let's get on to the disc golf. I have the Sunday round of the City Ed Memorial. We got Ricky Wysocki, Avery Jenkins, Jere Eshelman, and Gregg Barsby. Leading off on hole 1 here, we got Ricky Wysocki, and he is crushing it out there. And this one goes a little left and a little high, and he catches that tree. And here we got Jere Eshelman ripping his drive out there. Looks like he's throwing something pretty understable, but manages to skip right up the middle. Nice drive. Here we got Avery with his drive, and he's taking that right window, which seems to be a little more open than the rest, and he gets two beautiful skips and parks it. Nice drive. Gregg Barsby with his drive, also throwing over there on the right, and gets a skip, not quite as nice as Avery's, but he's up there. That was Ricky's upshot, which he parks. And here we got Jere going for birdie. Ooh, just off the top. Nice run. We got Gregg going for his birdie. Looks like he's trying to shoot some window over there. Oh, just missed. Alright, now we got Gregg going for his par. Bangs it home, no problem. And here we got Avery putting his park job. Nice birdie. And Ricky and Jere tap in for pars as well. Alright, hole 2 is 288 feet, dogleg left, and then it kind of straightens out again. You can either throw the giant hyzer like Avery. This one goes a little farther right than I think he wanted. Or you can throw the forehand like Ricky does here. And that is an absolutely beautiful drive. I don't think you can throw it better than that. Throw an anhyzer and have it flex back of the pin. I think he's about maybe 10-12 feet out. We got Jere Eshelman with his drive. Yeah, also a beautiful drive. I don't think I got the rest of his hole, but he parred out from there. And we got Gregg Barsby with his drive. Throwing pretty much the same shot as Jere. Gets a little bit closer. I think he's about 35 feet out. Right on line. So back there in those bushes is Avery Jenkins, and that's his out. Not as awesome as he hoped, and he just laid up from there. So he's got a tap in bogey. Here we got Gregg going for his birdie, and this is a scary putt. It drops off really fast on the other side of that pin. Ooh, brutal chain out, man. I thought he had that one. So here we got Ricky going for his birdie. Bangs that home, no problem. Nice birdie, Rick. Avery with an unfortunate bogey, and Jere and Gregg got pars. Hole 3, 349 foot. It is straight down the middle. Most people are throwing a big hyzer forehand, like Ricky does right here. We see it come in and watch it hit the ground right there, and he is parked. Beautiful drive. Jere's taking the right down the middle approach, and I don't know how he doesn't hit that branch, but he doesn't, and he is lasering right at the pin. It gets an unfortunate kick off that tree, but he's pretty close. He's about 20 feet out. We got Gregg with his drive, and he's also throwing the forehand. Looking pretty good, but unfortunately, yeah, he hit that branch right there somehow. And here we got Avery Jenkins with his drive. I don't know if you can see it, but he hit the top of that tree right there, unfortunately. He did trickle down, though, so there's that. You can see it fall down right there. So here's Avery with his second shot. See the basket off to the right. Not a bad up. I think he's about 25 feet out. So we got Gregg going for his birdie. Ooh, gives it a run, comes up just to the right. So you got Jere putting for birdie. Beautiful putt. Avery putting for par. Nice putt. There was Gregg putting his par, and we're gonna watch Ricky tap in his birdie. Beautiful drive. So Ricky and Jere with the birdies, and Avery and Gregg with the pars. Hole 4, 390 feet, kind of a dogleg left a little bit. Big canyon to the right. Do not want to end up over there. So everybody's throwing forehand rollers. Actually, Jere's throwing a backhand. Right here. And he lays down a beautiful drive. Finds that window, and it just keeps coasting. It's about 40 feet short, right on line. It's a beautiful drive. Here is Gregg Barsby with his drive. Throwing the forehand roller, and I don't think I caught the rest of his hole, but he parred out from there. He's about 50 feet short and had an easy layup. Here's Avery with his drive. Also throwing the forehand roller, and this one ends up a little farther right than he wanted. I think he gets some tree hate. So here he is with his second shot. You can see the pin off to the left over there. Throwing a forehand. Gets a little tree-eyed. Comes up short. So here he is for par. Jump putt and bangs that home. Nice putt. Clutching up. That thing would have gone for days if he missed. So here we got Jere putting for birdie from the knee. Apparently he's a fan of the knee putt. Hey, whatever works, and it worked. Nice putt. Here we got Ricky with about looks like a 30-footer, 29-footer, something like that, going for birdie. And he just misses high. So Jere with a beautiful birdie. Everybody else got pars. We are leading off on hole 5 here. Just 318 feet, but it's definitely uphill, so it plays a lot longer. The pin is behind all those big trees, and it looks like Jere's trying to squeak it through that bottom window, but comes up just a little bit high. Ricky, I think he's going to throw a big hyzer over all these bushes. Indeed. Crushes one out there. This one is a little farther left than he wanted, and I don't think I caught the rest of his hole, but he parred from there. And here we got Gregg Barsby with his drive, and he is taking the Steve Rico approach, which is to find that little gap on the left. Because there's a break in the bushes right there where you can have a pretty nice line at the basket. He did that. Avery Jenkins crushing a huge hyzer bomb out there, and he is running right at the pin. He finishes about 10 feet left with an absolutely beautiful drive. There you can see the pin. Jere with his second shot right here. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Jere and Gregg look like twins from the back. They both got ponytails, maroon shirts, and shorts. So, forgive me if I mess them up. Here we got Gregg going for his birdie. Got about a 35-footer. Bang, bang. Beautiful putt. And here we got Avery going for his birdie. He's got kind of a funny stance. Stuck in that bush. But makes the putt no problem. Alright, hole 6 here is 417 feet downhill. The road's behind the pin OB, so you gotta be careful of that. And most people throw a mid-range or something and kind of lay up a little bit. Looks like that's what Gregg's doing here. Ends up a little left, a little short. And here we got Avery with his drive. This one turns over a little more than he wanted and doesn't stop. And he ends up going OB as well, I think. And we got Ricky with his drive. And this one comes out a little early. And we got Jere with his drive. And he's lacing one right at it. Comes down just a hair left and a hair short. But a real nice drive. Real safe.
Oh, okay.
So we got Ricky with his second shot.
Could never win that tournament, I swear. But I can win this one. There you go. This is weird. Much easier.
Pretty nice layup. He's about 15 feet out. Here we got Gregg with his birdie try. And he's running from about 50 feet right here. Oh, Clanks jumps off the basket and gets daylawed so hard. Crappy roll and a crappy roll OB. Really unfortunate. So you got Jere with his second shot. And he's giving it a run. And he rolls out, but fortunately for him, he doesn't go OB. So here we got Avery with his third shot after the penalty stroke for going OB. Looks like he's got about a 35 footer. Sinks it home. Nice putt. And we got Gregg coming back for his bogey try. He tosses that thing in, no problem. And here we got Ricky putting for par. Looks like he's waiting for the ladies' card to pass by. And he makes his par, no problem. So Gregg with a really unfortunate bogey on that hole, and everybody else picked up a par. Hole 7, 395 feet, tunnel shot. You want to throw a little hyzer flip and have it fade back at the end, and Avery throws his a little bit low, but it was a great line otherwise. Here we got Ricky with his drive, and this is picture perfect. A little bit of turn, and it fades back at the end, and he's about 10 feet to the right of the pin high. Maybe a little bit past the pin. It's an absolutely beautiful drive. And here's Jere's shot, and this one turns over a little more than he wanted. And he finishes a little far right. Here we got Gregg with his drive. Beautiful shot, but it does fade out. Oh, yeah, that's right. It hits that branch and fades out. So here's Jere with his second shot, trying to pitch out of the bushes, but you don't want to go long again. There's that huge cliff behind the pin. So he ends up coming up a little bit short. Avery with a really careful upshot. Really nice. Gregg with his upshot. And we got Jere putting for par. Looks like he gave it a run. Whoo! Lucky he didn't roll out or go past. But he made bogey from there. Ricky with a really nice birdie. Alright, hole 8, 348-foot tunnel shot. OB left on the road, which Ricky finds out right now. Oh, skips OB. Almost the exact same shot he threw on Saturday. And here we got Avery with his drive. And looks like he's throwing his Saturday shot too, but his Saturday shot was a birdie as well. Nice drive. Here we got Gregg with his drive. Lasers it down there, and this one's fading out a little early and gets unlucky. It just skips over the log, goes OB. Here we got Jere with his drive. Laying one right down the middle. Beautiful drive. Finished a little more right than he wanted, but really nice. So here we got Ricky putting for par after his penalty stroke for being OB, and he just misses to the right. And a little bit closer, we got Gregg Barsby with about a 45-footer for par after going OB as well. Beautiful putt. Way to save par. So here we got Jere putting for birdie. Sinks that home. Nice putt. Ricky making his par putt. And here we got Avery going for birdie. No problems. So we got Jere and Avery with birdies. Ricky got that bogey, and Gregg had that beautiful par save after the OB drive. Alright, we got 209 foot, I think it was, dogleg right. You can just see the pin off to the right of your screen through the trees. And Avery has a beautiful drive. Again, you do not want to go right of the pin. It goes down really fast, really far. There is Jere with his drive. Also really nice. Gregg Barsby with his drive. Everybody's throwing some just beautiful anhysers right at this pin. And here we got Ricky with his drive. Also laying it right in there. Nice work. So we got Gregg Barsby going for birdie. Looks like he's got about a 33.5 footer. Just outside the circle. Bang bang. Nice putt. And we got Ricky putting for birdie. No problem there. Jere putting for birdie. Again, no problem. And we got Avery tapping in his birdie putt. little star frame action right there. Nice work. Alright, we got hole 9, which is a 315-foot kind of an S shot. You can see the pin right there. You see Avery is throwing the backhand flip, and he parked it. Sick shot, dude. Jere Eshelman throwing the same shot. This one turns over a little more than he wanted, and he kicks off that tree left. We got Gregg Barsby with his drive. Looks like he's throwing the same shot. And this one turns over a little early, and he catches that tree and gets a really nasty kick, man. That was so far. Ricky with his drive, and again, looks like this one's turning over a little more than he wanted and doesn't really come back. So there is Gregg back there with his second shot. And there are a ton of trees in the way, but he throws a sick hyzer. I don't know how he got through and just parked it. Beautiful upshot. Here's Ricky's upshot, and he catches a little early tree. Jere with his second shot. Looks like he gave it a run, comes up a little left. So here we got Ricky for par. A little to the right. And that was Ricky making his bogey putt. That was Jere tapping in his par and Avery tapping in his birdie. Alright guys, that's all we got for part 1. I will catch you guys in part 2.